Good morning, everyone. Sorry, sorry, you showed up before I expected you to. Let me look, see if I'm live where I expect to be. Um, Today we're going to be working on a card, a fun-filled card that I picked up from Dawn, Dawn Griffith, my sponsor, my my direct sponsor in Stampin' Up. And so I was doing some prep work. Anyway, good morning. Today is August the 1st. It is my birthday month. Yay! I'm Teresa Marsh. I'm your local Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from New Bern, North Carolina, on the East Coast of the United States. Today is August the 1st, 2024. We're going to be working today on what Dawn has called a Tower Panel Fun Fold card. If you want other options on how other examples you can on making this card, you can go to dawnstampinthoughts.com and see some of the options that she put together. Well, today I'm putting together some different options, but they're very much like her original. I was trying to figure out ways to make it my own, and I have to admit it's a challenge sometimes to not just show you what she's done, because she is so good at what she does. But anyway, today I'm going to show you. I'm going to be using the Country Woods paper. I'm going to be using Countryside Inn in both the original blues, and I was fortunate enough to win a pack of the Countryside Inn paper done in pink, which is, they call it Country Rose, I think. So that one's not available for everybody, but it gives you an idea. It'll give you an idea of the differences that show up with just different colors and whatnot. Because I'm not using the same print, but we're going to take a look at that. I've done some of the work ahead of time, some of the die cutting of circles and things like that, but I've got some coloring to do and a little bit of stamping to do to show you what we're going to show you. I would love to show you an example, but I didn't put one together yet. So we're going to do this together, okay? Now, we started out with the Countryside Inn paper, and we've got a piece of, let me share this. No, this way. I want it this way. Okay. It's amazing how different my two different lamps on each side light this up. But anyway, Countryside Inn paper. We're using this print, and we're going to back it with Balmy Blue. Now, this piece is cut at 4.5 by 6, 4.5 by 6 3/4. Then on the 6 3/4 side, we scored it at 1 1/4 and 2 1/4. Oops, excuse me just a minute. Okay, moving right along. One of the advantages/disadvantages of working from home, right? Somebody knocks on the door. That's okay. It gives me the opportunity to be able to do as I would like to do. All right, so let's look at this. Let's see. There we go. So we're looking at this, and it's, like I said, dandy, that's enough. It's 4 1/4 by 6 3/4, and it's scored at 1 1/4 and Did I bet I did 2 1/4. I did. Hmm. Let's look here. It's scored at 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. So I scored that in the wrong spot. Let's see if I can make it work. I don't know because this is an unfold, so it might not work the way we want it to. But anyway, there we go. I'm going to do that score. I bet my pink one's wrong too. 1 1/4. Okay. Okay, 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. That's right. Okay. And our balmy blue is scored at, that's what I did, 1 1/4 and 2 1/4. Okay, so it's a little bit different. All righty. And it's going to fold this way, like that. Okie dokie. Now, the way it's going to attach together, well, I need to get this back out because now I'm going to cut 3 panels at 1 1/2. On this score piece of, there we go. All right. Hang on. The way this is going to work, I don't know. Yes, I do. Because this way, I scored it on the wrong side, so it's going to open the wrong way. All right. This is not good. Maybe I need to start over with this piece of paper here because this is supposed to go this way, and then this is supposed to go this way, but this is going to be upside down. Okay. Moving right along. Where's that other piece of that? Let's try that again. 2 different mistakes on the same piece. That's just not good. Okay. So what I need here is, okay, this is going to be, I need it this way. Okay. So it's going to be 4 1/2. Let's try this again. 4 1/2 by 6 3/4. Okay. And I'm going to score it on this end, not the leading end, but the trailing end. Remember that if you've got a directional paper. So I want to score this at 1 1/4. One and a quarter, and then 2 1/2. There we go. That's better. Then I'm going to cut it in 1 1/2 inch. 1 1/2 inch strips. Yeah. 1 1/2 inches. There's one of them. And there's the second one. Second and third. That wasn't too timely a problem to fix. That didn't take too much time to fix. Okay. Now, this is going to fold this way, and this way. And it's going to line up on our paper like this, up there and down there. Okay. So in order to get that to line up very easily, when we put it down, we're going to really burnish these creases. Okay. We're going to put some glue on this end and glue on this end. Line that up. Line this up and press it down. So there we go. See, there's our first. That's why it's a tower card, because it's going to make a tower of these. And something that Dawn pointed out yesterday when she was doing this is it's much easier, and I understand it, if you do the top and the bottom first, the top and the bottom pieces first, because then you can just sort of center the other piece between them. It helps you line everything up. So there's that one. There's that one. Those need burnish too. Let me burnish this over here. Gonna need it. All right. Glue on this piece and glue on this piece. Then we line. All right. There you go. Isn't that cute? The way that stands up and everything. Now I have a stylish shape die. One of the circles of the stylish shapes. I guess I could have gone smaller with that, or larger with the deckled. That I'm going to put right there on the front. But we need to put on there. So we're going to start with, we're going to use the country flowers. We're going to stamp and cut two of these, because I'm making 2 cards today. 2 of these, and I've already stamped 2 of these. Okay, so let's stamp. We're going to use this bit of Country Woods paper to add some texture for this fellow. Memento ink. I've already placed him on the block. I don't know why. I seem to always think that my stamps are eaves. Placed him on the block. Stamp him here. Stamp him here. This print on this paper is made to look like it's intended to look like wood, and it does. But when I take that little piece of it like that, it ends up like distressed metal, which is fantastic for this particular use. Now, we're going to set this up. I wonder if this piece of tape will go long enough, if it will work. Let's see if that'll hold it. We bring our mini stamping, cut, and emboss machine in while everything slides over there. We have our base plate, a number 2 plate, and a number 2 plate over the top. And let's see if we can get this thing to take it through. There we go. Look, my whole desk moves. Sorry about that. There we go. So there's one. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. But now I've got to cut the other one out. So let's give this other one a try. I should have done these before we started too, huh? Okay. Okay. There's all those. See if I can't straighten up my desk a little bit here. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious. All righty. So there's our 2 containers that we're going to need for putting our flowers in. And here's our flowers that we stamped. Now on this set, I know I want to use, these colors don't lend themselves well to florals, but let's see what we can do with it, because I just kind of wanted to. Okay, we're going to go with light and dark boho blue. Let's start with the light. No, let's start with the dark. And we're going to go a little bit in the bottom down here, in the depths of this flower right here. We're going to add a little bit of light boho blue above that. Not a bunch, but some blended. All right. Then we're going to use our color lifter just to blend it a little bit. Watch this. This will be an interesting look. We're just going to blend it up. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if I like that, but okay. It's all right. Let's do some pretty in pink on this. This one is light pretty in pink. We're just putting some color on these rosy looking things. We're not being real careful to color everything in. A little bit of dark in the deeper portions. In the underlying spots, a little bit of the dark pretty in pink to shade the shadowy spots. And let's use some lemon lolly. Okay. see, this is the dark lemon lolly. So I'm going to use it around the edges here. Look, I got some of that bleeding over. That's not ideal. And let's let this one be lemon lolly also. All right. But we're doing that portion dark and this portion light to add some depth. This one's going to have lighter back petals. All right. Now let's go with Shy Shamrock for the leaves, and we're just going to go with the light all the way across. This is Shy Shamrock. This is pretty colorful. This is definitely going to be the focal point on this card front. Okay. And we do die cutting, the Stampin' Die Cutter. Let me put that on. And of course I don't have it. I don't have that die out. That would be too easy, right? All right. So we open this up. And let's get that die out. Put that one with the bones. Get this one out. There's a lot of different points to check when you're placing this die on here, but once you get it right, it is so right. Let me put that down. Let me do it on a flat. I think it's bowed a little bit. Okay. I don't want to cut it wrong. There we go. That's good. All right. Sometimes getting this started is a challenge for me. I have found some things that help, but as long as I've got all three layers underneath my actual die, it helps if I offset the top on a little bit, the top, so that it can grab. All right, so there's this flower set, and we'll just cut that in a minute. All righty. So let's put this together. We have this. We have this. And we have that. One more thing. We want to use our Memento Black. And we're going to put this over here. I don't know why that's picking up well. I guess it's that standard of having to break in. Sometimes we have to break in the. Here we go. Have to break those. All right, and we're just going to place this straight down with just with some glue. Get that glare off of there. All righty. We're going to put a little bit of glue at the top of this right here and decide how we want our flowers to go. I don't like that. This needs to be like more like that. Has to be, needs to be more upward than that. All righty. Then we're going to put our dimensionals here so that we can add our flowers right there. So lucky to know you. Then this is going to go on here. So let's go ahead and put our dimensionals there. I do believe the sample, the example that I'm following, that I'm casing, I believe she used a larger, in fact, I know she used a larger deck circle, and it would look better. But this is what I cut, so this is what we're going to use. All righty. There we go. So lucky to know you. Now for a sentiment, I mean for a note or whatever you can put white on the back here. That's what you would do there. But that's the basic. And we're going to look at we're going to put some, let's see, what do we want? This is my favorite lately anyway. This is the iridescent faceted gems. They just add so much. So we're going to put a few of those in here. We're going to put a large one here and a couple of small ones here. There we go. Now let's see if we can see a major difference when we do this in the country roads. So lucky to know you. There we go. Okay. How fast can I do the country roads? Am I going to have to cut the country roads out? Probably. Okay. Looks like it. All right, this country rose needs to be cut at 4.5 by 6 3/4. Okay. Fortunately, this doesn't have a right side up or an upside down, so I don't have to worry about that part. But I'm going to score it at 1.5 1 1/4. And 2 1/2. Okay. Then I'm going to cut it in 1 1/2 inch strips the long way. Okay. All right. So what I've learned, one of the things I've learned is that preparing ahead of time doesn't always help, because I was not preparing early enough. So I was feeling a bit rushed, and I didn't do it as carefully as I needed to. Okay. Now this part is the easy part. Let's see. Goes that way, that way, that way. Look at that melon mambo back there. Isn't that pretty? I thought about putting melon mambo behind this. I just thought it would just be too dark overall. So we're going to put that there at the top. We're going to put this one at the very bottom. And we're going to pop this one in the middle. And there we go. We need to color. Okay, this is Pretty in Pink, Melon Mambo, and what else? There we go. Pretty in Pink, Melon Mambo, and Flirty Flamingo. I think the Flirty Flamingo is just an accent there. So we're going to do mostly Pretty in Pink and Melon Mambo on our florals. Then we'll use the light Shy Shamrock on the let's see, Melon Mambo. What do I want Melon Mambo? Light Pretty in Pink. Dark Pretty in Pink. We're going to put a touch of dark lemon lolly in the centers of these two that shows centers. I am going to put some Flirty Flamingo in there. We're going to put some Flirty Flamingo. On this one. This is the light Flirty Flamingo. Do the dark first. Dark Flirty Flamingo to get some look at the depth here. I'm going to really lean to that dark Flirty Flamingo so that we can get it blended out a little bit. Going to lay a lot of color down to get that blend going right. It's a real temptation to do melon mambo with that larger flower, but I'm not sure if I want that much mambo on the front. Let's do melon mambo on the little flowers. A shadow underneath, a little bit of shadow inside. And then the light mambo otherwise. So which colors should we offer for the big pom-pom ball? What do you think? We have pretty pom-pom flower. I'm going a little too long. I left too much coloring to do, didn't I? Of course, I had some correction to do on my prep. Sorry about that. This is light shamrock for my greenery. All right. So what shall we do with this one? Maybe I'll just go to the pretty and pink again. That might be the best bet. That's Flirty Flamingo. I need that. I want Flirty Flamingo. I want pretty and pink. There we go. There's the light. There's the dark. Here's the light. When you put a little bit of dark on the inner portion or the shadowed portion, it adds more depth to the flower instead of it looking like it's colored all one. It doesn't show up that well until it dries out some. That is one bright light over here. Look how the color changes for the amount of light. on it. My goodness. Okay. So once again, we are going to take our floral dye, add it to our colored. I have to rotate it bits by little bits to get it all lined up. Okay. And it goes in here. This comes over here where we can see what I'm doing. And there we go. I like having a large disc. I love having a large disc. I just got to get better about not letting it pile up. Okay. Here's my pretty and pink pieces. Here we go. I think I'll put that one that way. Alrighty. So lucky to know you. I'm not feeling good about how it's inking up. I may add a little bit of re-ink into this. Very lightly because I didn't get to spread that very well. So lucky to know you. There we go. Lid. There's lid. Yes, I have to look at the lid quickly because if I don't, I'm likely to wear. I'm so glad that I've got something I'm going to put over that. I think I know what to do with my lights next time. I'll play with it after I get offline. See if I can make it work. All right, so lucky to know you. Okay. I like that. And then this goes on the front. And I want to get this set so it'll go over both. Okay. So it overlaps both the top and the bottom. There we go. So lucky to know you. And this one we're going to put some of the 24, 26 in color gems because we've got some pretty and pink in color gems right here. And that'll be so nice on there. Let's do one large one up here and two small ones down here. Last I looked, the in color gems were going to be available in just another few days. So hopefully, there you go. So lucky to know you. The colors on the monitor are not showing up at all like they are here. The Melon Mambo pops there are so similar in the overall look here that they really go well. Anyway, so lucky to know you. All right. So that's my two cards for today. Apologies for, oops, forgot something. Wink of Stella. Don't want to miss the Wink of Stella. We're going to put it on our big flower. And we're going to put it on our big flower here. I think I'm going to put it on the Melon Mambo flowers too, though, the dark ones. Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference it makes? Gives it that glittery look. It tends to add a sense of more depth too when you're using it on darker colors like the Melon Mambo. I like that. Yeah, the big flower and the roses. We're going to call these roses. I'm not sure if they are or not, but we're going to call them roses. There you go. And I see that my flowers on this side don't have any centers, and they're lemon lollies. So I'll take just something just a little bit more oomph and pop a tiny bit of Daffodil Delight in the middle. Well, I guess maybe I should have gone with the dark. Let me give that a shot. Here we go. So I get more distinction. There we go. All right. So there's our two cards. They're both kind of floral. Obviously, the centerpiece is a floral. But one of the things that's so cool about this is that with a slightly different, if you chose a different sort, if you chose a fern or something like that to go on this one, you could actually use this for a guy. So, all right. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that we've enjoyed one another's company this morning. I apologize for being long-winded, and I thank you for hanging in with me. If you're watching on the replay, be sure to leave a comment and tell me which one you like better, the pink one or the blue one. And like I said, full credit for the design of this card, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if she found it somewhere else, but full credit for the design goes to Dawn Griffith. And if you want to see other examples of cards done with this this fold and this way, go to dawnstampingthoughts.net. If you want to know more about what's going on for me. If you have any need to talk to me in any way, send me a memo, send me an email at Teresa at sassystampingwiththeresa.com. I will be happy to help you out with whatever you need. Um, there is a new, there's always something new going on here at Stampin' Up. So stay in touch. Um, Come see my blog to stay up to date on what's coming up and what's going on. So folks, have a fantastic day. And if there's anything I can do for you, if I can pray for you, drop me a note at Teresa at sassystampingwiththeresa.com. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.